So this is Universal Mastery of Healing by Vampirising-Scapegoating, Jeremiah Schwartz His-Ilk. So those of you who wondered why I've taken my sweet time explaining healing is because, of course, healing in terms of psi wasn't possible until, of course, the Rothschilds built for me CERN and turned 6 billion into Borg, and of course we've got the quantum computers and the quantum wave function collapse synchronization of the White Rabbit, sequestering all of the Borg as quantum fields for the Stargate project, and of course Jeremiah Schwartz and the CIA agreeing to suffer eternally and accept my IOU to source level, and of course the Jews, Morton Janklow and Robert Jordan, to steal with the publishers my book, plagiarise it, and of course Bezos and Amazon, who have spread it far and wide. Now with Ivanova, one can simply suck up healing energy from the wheel of time, and all of the infrastructure is what I've been talking about with the Stargate project, all the hardware and the wetware with the Borg and the quantum computers and. So simply now you can suck up scalionics, torsionics, leptionics for any form of healing using the Ivanova method, telephone line, which is simply via your phone, tablet, computer or smart TV, which I like, because I like a huge screen. I'd have a bigger TV, but then of course I'd be looking backwards and forwards to watch everything on the screen, so this is just right for the short distance I am away from it. Now, you need the Stargate project rental to get all that hardware Borg amplification to use it effectively, and as you can see, that's why we spent so much time going over CERN and quantum computers and the Borg and quantum perturbations and Higgs fields, aka the light making things real, because as I say, laying on hands by an itinerant healer with not even a high school education might prove efficacious by the placebo effect, but obviously isn't going to be using fundamental science, because when you go to a doctor, you say, oh, the doctor knows what he's doing. Why? Because he's got a medical degree and it's all based on science. Similarly, universal mastery of healing via the Psi-Lord is super efficacious, trustworthy, because it's all based on science. You wouldn't have believed it, but now after trawling through endless videos on the scientific background of the Stargate project, you know it works. And simply to access it, you turn on one of these videos and suck up the energy. You know, your crystals on you to download your illness into Jeremiah Schwartz and His-Ilk and the Borg, and upload with the clear crystal, or simply watch it to be healed. And of course here we've got a negress healing a sick child, so she can heal me as she makes all the Borg and Jeremiah Schwartz and his ilk terminally dead as dodos. So you can see all those field effects simply on what I've been describing with the quantum perturbations, making the information real of healing, and of course sucking out the light from the information of the illness. It's quite easy once you know how. And of course, since you want to get healed, you simply can have this on repeat. And as you do that, all the actresses and actors and Amazon and everyone else associated gets terminally ill, and all the Borg get terminally ill, and Jeremiah Schwartz and his ilk get terminally ill, as you get the torsionics, scalionics and leptionics to heal yourself. Easy as that.
That was incredible.
So we can see all the Negroes get afflicted by this big time. And of course, since we've got a child being healed, we reverse it. So all the children who've been afflicted via the 76 inoculations, childhood inoculations, are all super aged and made super ill. And you, of course, can de-age. If, of course, you've got a Forsaken service. If not, you can't, because only the Forsaken can basically stop all their aging. But as an Aes Sedai, you can slow it down to live hundreds of years like the Aes Sedai. All from watching this video. Now, for those of you who are old, gits, and super afflicted like the cameraman, and all the rest of you old boomers, you're going to need something off the charts. And here, of course, the next one is the Healing Supernova. So you can see all that lovely black stuff, which is what the Forsaken channel, the dark one. So if you've got a Forsaken service, you can channel it big time. And that, of course, can do stuff that the male or female Sidar and Sidan can't do. Like, of course, make a new body after you've been killed, or keep you eternally young. So, as I say, being one of the Forsaken is good if you wish to live for thousands of years. If not, don't have one. So isn't it good to have the healing supernova all given to us by the American deep state and their psychic warfare program to unleash the healing supernova on yourself, if you so wish, and the converse, the non-healing supernova on all of the Borg, anyone who's read The Wheel of Time, touched The Wheel of Time, watched it on Amazon, being in the publishing, benefited from it, blah, 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 blah. All of them become massively non-healed, leading to life dysfunction, terminal life dysfunction, to heal the great dark lords, Forsaken and Black as Sedai. So as you can see, all of this talking I've been talking about with spatial eyes, which of course is a CIA front, we don't know what the F's going on. Explain to us, Tim, because we're all moron imbeciles. Oh, I've explained it. Thank you very much. You're all in only hell. You're eternally tortured to power me as the new source. Thank you very much. They're not going to be very happy with that explanation, are they? Anyway, one can see this is a healing supernova for the terminally decrepit, like my cameraman, who's so effed, he's basically foobar. So, he should be watching this 24/7. Right, here we've got Elaine Trakand heals Randall Thor from Forsaken wound. So, in the book, he never gets healed. It's always open, festering sore. But the American deep state wanted to develop a template to heal themselves from Forsaken wounds and the great Dark Lord from which the power comes, yours truly. So they've been trying to use this to heal Charlesy Boy and all the billionaires who are now being slowly killed by yours truly and their families and children. So they've been using this template to try and heal them. Now, of course, it's all reversed, and all of those that try to protect themselves from you and me get terminally illified and terminally life dysfunction and omega hellized, and you suck them dry as you slowly make them ill and cause total life dysfunction and plunge them into omega hell simply by watching this caption video clip. And there, of course, is the super nasty Iranian, Ishmael. So as I say, the only good Iranian is an Israeli Iranian. Let's go. And this is an insidious program because Elaine is babyfied by Randall Thor. So they quantum entangle the little princess who's a pain in the arse with a mother to heal themselves from yours truly. Clever little bastards, aren't they? Fortunately, the bitch hasn't babyfied from yours truly because she's the only one in the book that's babyfied by Randall Thorpe, who was stolen from my book I gave to the Jew, Morton Janklow, who then gave the book to Jordan, who plagiarised it very carefully, of course, so trying to sue him would have been a problem. But now, of course, all of America and the West dies thanks to these two thieves. But as you can see, this was a very cunning plan, which of course is worthless because yours truly hasn't babyfied. So of course you can kill all the billionaires and their families and anyone who's protected by the American deep state as you heal yourself. So this is psychic warfare to kill anyone who's protected by the American deep state and NATO and whatever, while you're healing yourself. It's a double whammy. This is healing for the truly vindictive like myself, and of course it works 100% because thankfully the witch hasn't turned up to babyfy, and hopefully she never will, because the only good America is a Cobalt 65 America. Thank you very much. Go get those Iranians. Go for them. The Ishmaels of the world.
Hello.
So, this witch is the one that babyfies, and as long as the witch doesn't come to babyfy, you can foobar at will all the billionaires and all the American administration and the generals, anyone who's been protected simply by healing yourself watching this video. Isn't it good? You can see why I call a little princess a pain in the arse, because the only thing I live for is torturing and life dysfunctioning and omega-hellizing my victims. She gets in the way. But she's not bored yet. Maybe she never will be bored. So the good thing about this is you heal yourself as you concentrate on Musk or Hesketh or Nathaniel Rothschild to make them really ill and then give them life dysfunction, and then Lucifer cast them off to Omega Hell to be eternally tortured as you get healthier and healthier, and if you're forsaken, you can make yourself super immortal and live for thousands of years as you go after all the billionaires and the American administration and the NATO chiefs and then Rothschilds, Rockefellers, royal family. See? So this has been used to try and block yours truly from doing them in, but of course by doing this video it's all reversed, and it's anti-healing time for all of the great and the good in the West as you heal yourself. So we've got a bit more healing. There we go. Why are we doing it a second time? Why are we doing it a second time? Well, to set up redoubling a standing wave like electromagnetic radiation. The electric fields collapses, propagates the magnetic field. The magnetic field collapses, propagates the electric field. So when you watch them twice with the intent of setting up a standing wave, the healing coming from Ivanova, download from all the EM linkage, plus all the other fields we've been talking about, quantum fields and light field, and I won't go back over all the boring science for you non-scientists. I don't find it boring, but I understand it all, you don't. As you can see, all the physicists don't understand it either, and the CIA don't understand it, otherwise they wouldn't want my explanation. But watching it twice, you then get that healing energy to that level that you intend. So you're constantly being healed 24/7 because you've got a standing wave of healing coming out of the device. And when you switch it off, you're of course bathed in the imbecile Elon Musk's Starlink satellites. So the Americans have wondered why their satellites haven't been killing me. No, they're actually healing me. So the more they try to fry me from space, the more I'm de-aged and the fitter I get. Oh, that's a bit of a no-no, isn't it, Elon, who promised the Rothschilds and the rest of the Satanist filth he'd be the champion of Satan, instead of which he's the torture toy of yours truly, carted off with his soul to Omega Hell. So he's just a soulless shell run by me. A grey man, so you can see why we had the grey men, so I can make grey men with all of my targets now grey men, all their souls ripped out, and they're all my remote control torture toys. But that's another story. All given to me by the Wheel of Time. But as you can see, once you watch it twice, you get healing from the 5G, 4G, which surrounds you, plus all the satellites 24/7. And the more the American filth tried to fry you with the satellites, or the British filth with their 5G, 4G, or whatever other, the healthier and less old you become if you've incepted the standing wave of healing by advising twice to redouble, making a standing wave of healing. And of course, by doing this video, I incept all of the technology, past, present and future, for yours truly. So one can see techno magic, the magic rituals, are done on my smart TV. You can't beat that, can you, cameraman? Or while I'm lounging in my armchair with my attentive cameraman, trying to follow what's going on. Now, of course, this is all well and good, but the Psylords is the apex predator, so you can also use healing for healing. How do you do that? Well, what you do is you target, say, Elon Musk or Hesketh or Nathaniel Rothschild, and you watch this video, so you're de-killing yourself as you give them life dysfunction, which is the YouTube friendly name for the K word. Here we go. In this, the yellows are the healers. And I say, if you want to go around life dysfunctioning, the best one for would be the healer. That's why all the doctors make the best killers, because they know exactly where to and how to kill people.
Do it! Do it! My son!
So there goes Nathaniel Rothschild, Hesketh, and Elon, all if you so wish. And of course, if you're a Democrat and hate Trump, it'll be terribly bad news for Trump too. So as you can see, this technology unleashes hell on earth simply as you upload all the healing power from the healers, the yellows, and if you are the cause of death with as a five-dimensional being, and of course being my slaves, being the Forsaken and the Black Asceta, you're my slaves. When you terminate life dysfunction at target, you steal their entire life, the time density, effects of their conception, rewrite it the way you wish, and all of that life comes to you. So all the years they would have, for example, lived on before you life dysfunction them, come to you. And of course, if you go after their children, more's the better, more years. So as you can see, we're taking snuff paedophilia to the billionaire Satanist snuff paedophiles by going after their children using the Wheel of Time. So as you can see, this is devastating, really nasty technology, and of course this is great for making yourself young and adding years to your life. So don't use adrenochrome, use the power of the great dark one, and you've got CERN, the quantum computers, the Borg, torsionics, scallionics, leptionics, the conscious field they were wittering on about, the light field, all of this with the Stargate project, all of yours. And as you can see, all these templates from the Wheel of Time allow you to do it simply by watching these videos. Incepting by watching this video with your crystals. We've got Moraine, who killed Lanthea, all the Jewish women, with her super powerful orb, which of course is the little princess's orb from the Lovers video. So of course, as she heals, all the Jewish women on the planet are aged, made ill, given life dysfunction and carried off to hell by Lucifer, the more you use this video simply by watching it. Thank goodness I haven't got any Palestinian customers. there we go. As I say, Trump will have to make it illegal for Palestinians to buy my services. So this one heals you, but it feeds off all of the Jewish women, Jewish girls, anything Jewish, because Moraine kills Lanfear in the book. And now we've got the super orb, so we've got the most powerful Sangreal amplifier imaginable, so all Jewish women and girls are sucked dry as you watch this video and heal yourself. We've got this Jew boy who Jeremiah Schwartz, yours truly, the darkie, who's supposed to be me, because Daddy was dark like the darkie, and therefore a Amalek animal, because he was a Muslim, and of course all of his powers, loose therein. We had the, as an angel art soul exchange, give the Jews all the power via this template, but unfortunately this one can be used to heal yourself as you roll the Jewish males and the boys, and of course all those dastardly Iranians as you heal yourself. And this of course can be a universal gateway to not only healing yourself but having all the powers of Randall, Thor and Lutheran, powered by the death of the Iranians, which happens. So we've got the death force to make all the healing 100%. So remember, to make things 100%, you've got to have the death force. So this is the 100%er, the death force needed for all the healing to make it 100%. Because remember, Schrödinger's cat can be dead or alive. So you want to open the box, make sure it's dead, so that you're alive. It's the death force. So this is vital to make all of this healing 100%, and in the process the Iranians get torched, well, the Iranian males, and all the Israeli Jewish males, and of course this then gives you access to all Randall Thor's powers if you had a Randall Thor service. But luckily, you don't. I do. Anyway, let's go.
Friends, you can't. She's dead. Don't cut the ill.
What does the prophecy say? What does the prophecy say? I bring destruction.
And of course we've got the death force of all the little Jewish girls via this as well. Thank you very much. Because I say if all redheads are Jews via this, then we can go for the Jewish women as well. Thank you very much.
You've gotten soft, loose there.
resourceful saints, the Great Dark One can always bring him back. Rather like the Wile E. Coyote. But let's go to where he kills Ishmael.